Attributes and knowledge of the imam. We believe that an imam, just like a prophet, must be the best of all mankind in attributes of humane perfection, such as courage, generosity, chasteness, truthfulness, decency, prudence, reason, wisdom, and morality. The evidence on this doctrine is the same as that which we gave for the prophet's superiority. An imam receives all divine teachings and laws, as well as information, from the prophet or the imam preceding him. When a new question arises, he must have knowledge of it through inspiration, which he receives by way of power of sacredness that Almighty Allah has placed in him. Hence, when he gives attention to something and wills to know it in actuality, he will neither miss nor fail to hit it, without reason-based proofs or instructions of mentors. The knowledge of an imam can, however, be increased and intensified. As a result, the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, used to pray to Almighty Allah saying, "O Lord, increase my knowledge." 2114. Psychological studies have proven that each humane being passes by an hour or several hours in his lifetime during which he can have knowledge of a number of things by intuition, which is part of inspiration, by virtue of the power that Almighty Allah has granted man to acquaint himself with such knowledge. This power, however, differs among people, increase or decrease owing to each man's nature. During such hours, man's mind suddenly gets to know certain things without intervention of the thought process or instruction of mentors. In fact, each individual can experience such states many times in his lifetime. On the grounds of this experimental fact demonstrated by ancient and recent wise men, certain people can attain their utmost inspirational competence. On the strength of this fact, we can conclude that the holy imams, peace be upon them, hold the highest degree of the power of intuition, especially when we come to know that they possess the purest minds that are ready to receive information at all times, in all states, and under all circumstances. Accordingly, and as has been previously maintained, when the imam gives attention to something and wills to know it, he will know it through this holy inspirational power without premeditation, introduction, or instruction of mentors. Such information will then manifest itself in the minds of the holy imams in the same way as visible things reflect themselves in mirrors without dimness or obscurity. This fact reveals itself very clearly in the history of the Holy Prophet and imams, peace be upon them, who never attended the classes of any mentor, nor received the instructions of any scholar since early childhood up to maturity. Nobody ever taught them any aspect of science or art, including reading and writing. History tells us that they were never reported to have joined elementary schools or studied under a teacher. In spite of this, they never delayed an answer to any question that was addressed to them. Moreover, their tongues never uttered the statement, "I do not know," and they never withheld the answer to a question so as to consult others or deliberate, etc. Unlike the holy imams, peace be upon them, biographies of every Muslim jurisprudent, narrator, or master scholar contains information about the names of those who educated, taught, and trained them in fields in which they excelled. Moreover, such biographies contain situations in which such scholars could not find answers to many questions and doubted many others. This is indeed ordinary in the lives of human beings in all places.